So there's uh, there is a conversation happening right now with Miss Jada. We talked about her when I first started redoing my show, right? She relaunched or rebooted her Red Table Talk, and she's come up a couple times. I think she reached out for Gail to be on her show or something like that. I don't remember. It was something along those lines. My memory just isn't the best. But yeah, so you all know what I'm talking about. Miss Jada got some stuff going on with this young man. Y'all want to talk about it? Let me just intertwine that into my self love message, because I just didn't see it the way everybody else saw it. We got Miss Jada and Mr. Austin. August. Why I want to call him Austin, but his name is August. I guess he's an entertainer, and Jada's Jada. Jada Pinkett Smith. We all know who she is. Apparently, this young man is saying that he had a relationship with her. Now, see, my problem is this. I'm really bad with gossip. I do not care for gossip in no way, shape, or form. So I would never come on my show delivering a message that is surrounded by gossip. I don't know. I don't believe. I'm not going to say I believe one way or another. I don't know what's going on in this situation. I don't even care, to be honest with you. However, when I was listening to the young man speak, he was interviewed on Miss Angela Yee's show. I think it's on her YouTube channel. I was really intrigued by what he had to say, not because I thought it was gossip, but I thought he was doing something that I come on this show and ask brothers to do, people to do all the time. I guess he did. He put out a documentary, and he was laying out his issues, laying out his pain, bringing people into his world to help understand him, because apparently he's a peculiar character in the industry. And he was on this show laying out his heart, talking about how he deal with things and how he struggled with dealing with feelings and love and things like that because of his, he felt like he was deprived or had a love deficit. I was listening to him and I was just like, really? I was so thankful for this young man. I really commended his courage and his strength to come out and say a lot of the things that he was saying. I was very impressed. And so that's why I was like, I need to tie this into my love message, because I talk about this stuff all the time. And, I'm not one to sit up and gossip about anybody, but when I see something that I think could be beneficial for our culture and our community and our people, I like to talk about it. And I thought that him laying out his truths in the way that he did was very commendable. And I urge Black men to take a look at that and see how vulnerable he was being in that moment and how honest he was being. And it really helped me realize I do see Jada as a lover. I see her as a nurturer. And I do believe that sometimes, now I'm not saying that this is the case, but I do know that sometimes people who have love deficiency, who have not been loved properly, especially if they didn't have the love and nurture from their mothers, they can misinterpret a relationship for being romantic or being something that it is not intended to be. And so just the fact that he was able to expose his feelings about how he felt about her and how she made him feel in all honesty, and how he had to break away from that relationship and how it tore him down to have to do that. I'm sure that he's still journeying through those feelings and understanding what was going on. And I can't wait to hear her input, because I'm sure that she will lay it out for us in a way to help us understand what her intentions were. But I was very impressed with that young man. And I thought that he gave us a gift I think that he really blessed us in a way to be able to see how someone can evaluate their experiences and evaluate the things that they've been through and not be completely healed and understand that you're just going through your journey. He also explained how he had some issues with his mother and with molestation growing up, and he had been honest about that in his documentary. And so I was just like, this is an example of the work that we have to start doing. And I was just so happy to see that. And I know it was painful for him. He was, in moments, he was shaken. And, you know, you can tell he had a little bit of reluctance in talking about some of the issues that he had brought up. But I was very impressed and very thankful for him sharing his story in a portion of his life that we don't deserve, but he decided to share it with us anyway. And I am very, and so I say, if you could check out that interview, check it out on YouTube. It's on Angela Yee's from the Breakfast Club. She was, I guess, I don't know how Charlemagne's show is recorded, and I don't even know, I can't honestly say that I know it is an ongoing show. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I guess it is. But she has, I guess, her own YouTube show. But you can put up Jada in August, and it'll come up because it's everywhere. If you're doing it in currently or now, you know, in time it'll fade away. But I suggest taking a look at it to just get an idea, and maybe take a look at his documentary as well, and just to get an idea of what it looks like to do your work. That young man is doing his work. As crazy as some of the things that may sound, sometimes for our healing, we have to go through some crazy stuff. I know I had to. Okay. And on that note, I wrote a book about my stuff too. So, you know, my business will be out there before you know it. And everybody will be like, oh, okay. Not in a juicy, messy kind of way. I would never do that to myself. But, you know, just to show that we all go through. We all go through.